Hold on. This nigga a legend. Egghead ass. What's good, YouTube? Today we're going to be reacting to how Peeps are made. Who the fuck eat Peeps? If you eat Peeps, you eat ass. I mean, some people like eating ass. If you eat Peeps, you just a nasty motherfucker. If you eat ass, you a nasty. Back it. Let's just see how these bitches is made. I don't like Peeps. Don't ever put these in my motherfucking Easter basket. For Halloween, I don't want to see them. But I do want to see how they made. Back it. It says the marshmallow nobody eats for taste. It's pretty interesting.
This candy is 90% air, no filling, no
Nothing.
complex layers. Sugar whipped into syrup, coated in colored crystals, packaged. Sounds like something you could make in minutes. And now you can. 6 minutes, start to finish. But before 1953, every Peep took 27 hours. Workers
Filthy.
marshmallow from fabric pastry bags by hand, shaped each chick one at a time, and waited overnight.
Hold on, he got the hoes in there. Look at him. They got the boss man. It's right, not the boss. They in here smiling. Look at it. They having a good time. Well, I don't know about her right here. Like, who the fuck told you to take my picture? That's how she looking. You don't get the fuck out. You looking like, hold on, why y'all looking at my bitch?
For them to dry. 27 hours for a piece of sweetened air. Then one engineer built a machine that compressed the entire process into 6 minutes. The design worked, but it came with a condition. The chicks had to lose their wings. So what did 27 hours look like, and what did the machine sacrifice to get to 6? A worker at the Rada Candy Company in Lancaster, Pennsylvania holds a fabric pastry bag full of warm marshmallow. She squeezes it onto a sugar-dusted tray, shaping a small chick with a rounded body and 2 tiny wings on each side. Then another, each one by hand. Each tray left to cool overnight. By morning, the chicks are firm enough to package a few hundred per day.
That's how they come out looking?
In the early 1950s. Rada was a small seasonal operation. Marshmallow chicks for Easter, nothing else.
Yeah. That's one thing. For Easter, give me all the Reese's wrapped in Easter candy. That's all I need is Reese's. Anything chocolate, I'm in there. For real, but I fuck with Reese's the most.
In 1953, a company called Just Born bought Rada. Just Born had been founded in 1917 by Sam Born, a Russian immigrant who opened a chocolate shop in Brooklyn. Born was an inventor. His first patent was a machine that inserted sticks into lollipops automatically.
What?
His company grew by acquiring smaller candy makers and mechanizing their process.
Hold on. This nigga a legend. Egghead ass. The fuck?
His company grew by acquiring smaller candy makers and mechanizing their processes. His son Bob looked at Rada's marshmallow line and saw a bottleneck that would never scale. He spent 2 years designing an automated depositor, a machine that could pipe, shape, and coat marshmallow in one continuous pass. When it worked, production time dropped from 27 hours to 6 minutes. But the machine could not handle the original design. Wings caught on nozzles at high speed and jammed the
Damn.
In 1955, the wings were cut. The chicks lost their shape so the factory could gain its speed.
Cut the wings off that bitch.
It starts with sugar, corn syrup, and gelatin. The sugar and syrup are heated until fully dissolved, then pumped into a mixing bowl. Gelatin derived from pigskin collagen has already been bloomed in warm water, swelling into a soft, translucent mass.
Oh, hell no.
Then the mixer starts. Industrial whisks spin at high speed, folding air into the hot syrup in tight, rapid cycles. The mixture expands. Volume doubles, then triples. What was a dense amber liquid becomes a white, fluffy mass. The air is not decoration. It is the product. Without it, a Peep would be a hard lump of sugar. With
I'll take it.
Marshmallow is 90% air by volume. That soft give when you press a finger into a Peep exists because millions of tiny air bubbles are trapped inside a gelatin mesh, each one held in place by a protein wall thinner than a human hair. The whipped marshmallow is pumped through heated pipes kept at around 60 degrees Celsius to stay fluid, then fed into the depositor.
Fuck
This
no.
is Bob Bourne's machine, refined over 7 decades, but following the same principle. A row of nozzles moves in a precise pattern, piping marshmallow onto a moving conveyor belt in the shape of a chick. Each nozzle
It's so crazy because I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with marshmallows. Like I can eat marshmallows by themselves. I can eat them really. I can kind of eat them by themselves, but I can eat them with some shit. I can't fuck with the peeps, man. Fuck.
then loops back to add the head on top. Too fast, and the head lands off center. Too slow, and the body spreads flat before the head arrives. The belt moves without stopping, one row, then another. Each pass lays down 5 chicks connected at the base. That is why Peeps always come in rows of 5. The line produces roughly 390 chicks per minute during peak operation. While the marshmallow is still wet and sticky, the belt passes through a curtain of colored sugar crystals falling from above. The crystals are coarser than table sugar, sized specifically so they catch light and sparkle. Excess sugar is blown off by compressed air jets underneath. Yellow was the only color for decades. Now the factory runs pink, blue, lavender, and orange on separate lines. Each color change requires a
OG doing that shit for 20 years.
right into a cooling tunnel at 18 degrees Celsius. Dry air circulates until the marshmallow sets firm enough to hold shape, but still gives when pressed. At the end of the line, each head.
Yeah, fuck all that. I ain't.
The Bethlehem factory runs today from one production line. A candy that takes 6 minutes to make generates enough revenue in 8 weeks to sustain the factory for the other 44.
What?
Number 1 non-chocolate Easter candy in America.
Yeah, I don't see why.
No celebrity endorsement. A Russian immigrant's grandson built a machine. The machine made a candy cheap enough to put in every basket, and the baskets did the rest. 8 weeks, feeding 52.
I don't know nobody that eat peeps.
A peep is 90% air held together by a gelatin matrix and a thin sugar shell. It sounds fragile. It is nearly indestructible. Boiling water survives.
I had enough of this shit.
Not penetrative air size as heated air just to watch.
Fuck all that.
There is a moment right before you bite when you pull one from the row. That slight resistance as the sugar crust between 2 chicks cracks and separates.
I had enough of this garbage. Let me know in the comments if you eat peeps, man. And if you do, I'm gonna block you.